What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of UGUE Brothers Vlogs. Guys, if you didn't see, this is another episode of Savage Kitchen, guys. We're going to get savage up in this kitchen. Anyway, guys. Stupid. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take you through a pretty awesome actual recipe. With one caveat, this recipe actually did not turn out the way I wanted it to, and I still did this video because honestly I wanted to show what that's like. Sometimes recipes do not turn out the way you think they are, and I made a lot of mistakes. Well, I didn't really make a lot of mistakes. I made like one mistake that really wasn't really a mistake. There's things I could have done better, and I just didn't think about it. So I think I'm actually going to do this recipe a second time, not like today or anything, but like in the very near future. I'm going to do this recipe a second time. I'm going to shoot it with all the things that I want to do to this recipe to make it that much freaking better. A couple things that I immediately want to change, I will talk about in a second when we go through the recipe itself. But overall, this recipe actually was really good. So don't get me wrong, it wasn't like bad. It didn't turn out disgusting or anything. It was a really good recipe. It just could have been a heck of a lot better. It just lacked that like, that punch, that 1-2 punch. And that's not really like Savage Kitchen is like, I like to have recipes that really just like have an impact, you know what I mean? And this recipe could have been a whole lot better. Now, that being said, this recipe is extremely simple. It obviously uses the Ninja Foodi. Well, not obvious because you haven't seen it yet. You haven't talked about it yet. You may have seen it in the intro, like scroll through. But you haven't seen the video yet. But it's the Ninja Foodi recipe. And if you've been following this particular playlist on this channel for any length of time, you know I freaking love that thing. I love the Ninja Foodi so freaking much. It was the best freaking purchase. I've seen the particular one that I have like on sale everywhere. So if you're looking for a really cool gift or just something for yourself, this is hands down something super awesome, especially if you're the type of person that doesn't have a lot of time, wants things to be really simple, doesn't really know how to cook all that well, all that good stuff, because you don't really need that with like a Ninja Foodi or like an Instapot or any of the other sort of cool gadgets. And one thing I have noticed over the years, just trying different things like with my grandmother and stuff, a lot of gadgets are sort of like cool, but not something that you'd use all the time. But like something like an Instapot or a slow cooker or a Ninja Foodi, these are things that you probably will use a ton. And this is something that like I cook in constantly. And I mean, it's just an easy way to put together a lot of foods. Things that would normally take like hours and hours and hours in a slow cooker or even roasting in the oven can be really, really fast using the pressure cooker. I mean, obviously you can get like a regular pressure cooker, but for the price, you get so much more with it. I have the 9-in-1. There's newer ones that out now that I've seen at like Best Buy and stuff like that I didn't even really know about. They're like, I'm like, oh, I want that so bad. But not right now. And I know there's a lot of things you guys have suggested that I try, which I think I might start doing that on this series, sort of trying to do that stuff. I kind of want to try some of your guys' recipes that you sent me, as well as like different like kitchen gadgets and things like that you might want me to try or whatever. And just, play around with it and have some fun in the kitchen. But a couple things with this video. It's the first time I tried shooting 4K. And I think it came out really well. Mainly, I wanted to test my new editing rig to see how like it can handle, because I am looking to upgrade a ton of things in the near future for this channel. Is one of the things that I've been working on all this time, which was why I haven't been in as many as the main channel videos as sort of they've been coming out. They've been coming out. Words are hard, whatever. And a lot of you guys ask like, oh my God, what is he doing? Well, that's kind of what I'm doing, because there's so many things that I have to do behind the scenes, dealing with Patreon, the memberships, the merchandise stuff, social media stuff, all this stuff I'm trying to like move forward, and that takes freaking itch my eye, freaking contact problems. Moving forward, I want to do a ton of cool things for 2021. 2020 has been a really interesting year, obviously. And I want to just take everything to the next level. I want to upgrade the cameras. I want to add better audio. Like, we're working with a lot of things that we sort of just kind of had to make do with over the last 3 years. And we're getting to a point now. Oops, I hit the mic. We're getting to a point now where I really want to take things to the next level and take this from like the enthusiast sort of like side gig type deal and make this like a really cool full production type scenario where we really like put out awesome content, quality content that looks great, that sounds great, all that good stuff. I mean, you guys have been with this, a lot of you guys have been with us since the beginning, which is freaking awesome, which just blows my mind. I still can't wrap my head around it, but I really want to continue to grow. And if you guys have been with us since the beginning, you've seen that we continuously try to up the ante with our channel. I try to continuously get better, and that's something I do take very, very, very seriously. There's a lot of learning and things that we have to do, figuring out things, figuring out how, like, you know, editing rigs work, how cameras work, audio, lighting, all that jazz. So anyway, guys, I got off on a crazy tangent. I'm going to take you through this recipe. Like I said, it's extremely inexpensive. This is spicy chicken with, actually, sweet spicy chicken. Sweet, I got to read the title. Sweet spicy chicken with Brussels sprouts, which is amazing. I wanted to do this because these ingredients are extremely inexpensive and cheap to get. And pretty much with, in terms of spices and sauces and all that good stuff, is stuff that you probably either can find really easily in just a regular friggin' grocery store, nothing specialty. But also you might even have a lot of this stuff just in your house anyway. And I love that. And taking that to the next level and doing something really interesting with it just fascinates me. I mean, I have a lot of fun cooking. And a big part of this is doing that experimentation, seeing what you can do with just simple, inexpensive ingredients. And I've talked about this before, at least right now, where times aren't the greatest, obviously. Getting something that is like restaurant quality or really fun or really packs a punch in a very expensive price range. Are very expensive, did I say that? A very inexpensive price range that you can feed your whole family with is extremely, extremely important to me. And it's actually not as hard as you might think, especially eating healthier, maybe getting more micronutrients, being concerned with your macronutrients, all that good stuff, which ties into a ton of other stuff we're trying to do on this channel anyway. But again, getting off on a tangent. So let's get started, guys. Let's get savage. Let's do this. I'm going to show you how to do this. After this video is over, I'm going to talk about some things that basically I should have done to make this even better, and you could probably do yourself to make it even better and easier and taste even better. As far as the ideas I have to take this to a whole nother level, I'm going to wait on that and make a video of it, like I said, and I'll show you. But definitely involves a lot more sort of fun ingredients to add. Yeah, some little bit of foreshadowing about how things are going to be. I know it's going to be awesome. I know it's going to be awesome. This is actually, again, a really good recipe. Really good recipe. I want it to be better. I want it to be even better. But I encourage all of you guys, and I know a lot of you guys have been doing this since you've been following this particular playlist, is to take these recipes and have some fun with it. Like, if you don't have a Foodi, try it in the oven, or try it in a pan, or try it in a wok, or I don't know what you have. Just try it, you know? Add some different seasonings. Like, this has a lot of spicy stuff in it. There's a lot of fun. Some of you guys don't like spicy. Do something with that, like make it not so spicy. A lot of you guys out there are vegan or vegetarian. See about taking some of these flavors and making it vegetarian or vegan. Have some fun with it. Experiment. That's what's so much fun about like cooking and stuff like that. Is there's so many different things you can do. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take you through it. Let's go. All right, guys, so this is it. This is a super simple recipe, guys. As you can see here, just a few easy ingredients you'll probably have in your home, except for maybe ginger. Ginger is kind of a strange one, and some of the chili sauce and stuff like that, but easy to pick up. Easy to pick up, super inexpensive. So first thing you want to do is give your Brussels sprouts a chop. Cut the stems off to make that easier, and then at least cut them in half. I got really large Brussels sprouts, so if you do get large ones like you see here, I would give them another chop just to make them smaller because they do cook better in the Foodi. That is one of the mistakes that I made in this. Still good though, still good recipe. And then go ahead and give your chicken breasts a nice wipe down with a paper towel. I did use parchment paper here because I didn't have any tinfoil because I messed up that too. But not everybody's perfect. That's what's cooking. That's what cooking's all about, right? You make mistakes, you have fun with it. It's okay. No judgment. Just give your chicken a nice chop up, just like you see here, smaller, even pieces, and then start by putting in your paste. This pretty much varies. This stuff's actually not all that hot. It is the garlic stuff, sambal. It's actually really, really delicious, not too spicy. And then go ahead and put about a teaspoon of each. Just, again, do it to taste based on your palate, what you like. A little bit of the ginger stuff, a little bit of, I used smoked paprika, and I used ancho chili for that smoky goodness. And you see here, I put a little bit more in there because I want it to be a little bit more red skis. Now, what I would advise here is to stick that in the fridge for like 20 or 30 minutes at least to marinate. I did not do that, and it could have been much better. It wasn't near as good as it could have been, but definitely marinate it. I don't know why I didn't do it. I just didn't. Marinate it. Take your Brussels sprouts. Just go ahead and give that a nice, about a tablespoon of olive oil. Actually, you could probably use some different oils. I just used some extra virgin and some salt and pepper. Just a little bit there, a little sprinkly, and just give that a nice little stir. Easy. See, they're so big. I should have made them smaller. I don't even know why I didn't notice that. They were way too big. They had smaller ones in the store, and I got these big freaking things. So they didn't cook as good. Anyway, I digress. Basically, just throw that into your crisper and set that to 400 degrees air crisp for about 10 minutos. Now, I messed up here because when you are using the air crisper, it's much better to actually preheat that for a few, like 5 minutes or so to get it hot first. I did not do that. So it's okay if you don't. Just account for additional cook time if you do. And then cook that for about 10 minutes. Once you do that, toss your chicken breast in there, just like you see there. Set that bad boy for another 10 minutes in the air crisp. Easy breezy. Once that's done, give it a nice little stir up. Mix it all mixy, you know, make all the leavens sort of like come together. It's not done cooking, obviously, as you see there, some of that chicken's still raw. So throw that in there for another at least 5 minutes. I had to do it for a bit longer again because I did not really get my air fryer up to temp first before I started cooking, so do that, or just cook it a bit longer. But look at that, how beautiful that is. This could have even stood to be cooked a little bit longer for the crispy bits. I could have given another twist, which I did afterwards, but look at that. Now I put a little bit of that sweet hot sauce on it. That's what you see kind of on the top. Honestly, it's a perfect addition. It's so freaking good. I threw that on some jasmine rice, is what you see there. Jasmine rice, just plain rice, but you can do coconut rice. You can do it with the onions and stuff like I did in the recipe before. Put some green onions on there, but man, oh man, look at that. This dish is incredibly delicious, incredibly scrumptious, incredibly filling, and great for you. And again, expensive and inexpensive. Why do I keep saying expensive? Inexpensive to make. It is amazing what you can do with really basic, easy to find ingredients that don't cost you a lot. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. Now, again, I would go smaller on the Brussels sprouts because you get that sort of darker outer layer, crispy bits. It just brings out some of that nuttiness of the Brussels sprouts. But either way, this is good. But I'm definitely going to redo this with some special additions. So be on the lookout for that for sure. It's going to be even better. Boom. All right. That is it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As you can see, first of all, the recipe was absolutely delicious. It was really, really good, inexpensive, easy to make, easy to find ingredients, and super cool, especially if you have a Ninja Foodi. And again, I can't reiterate enough. I freaking love the thing. It is freaking amazing. It is amazing what you can do. It ended up looking beautiful. It ended up being really freaking good, very delicious, and pretty dang good for you. Very low calories, and it's just amazing. Now I'm going to do a ton of new things to this particular dish. I will be reshooting another video in the future, so subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff, because more is coming. More is coming. I'm having a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun making this video, trying out 4K, trying out the new editing rig and everything, seeing if I can't up the ante on the content, make it all look amazing, and hopefully that was the case. I think it is. I like the way this came out. It was amazing. I mean, it's more than I even thought that this was going to even be able to do, to be honest with you. And I've a ton more upgrades to even do in the very near future. So many things are happening. I plan on making 2021 super fun, super exciting. Plan on figuring out some cool ways to like give back to the fan base and just have a lot of cool contests and giveaways and a lot of cool stuff, because honestly, we're coming up on 4 years of doing this. Believe it or not, 4 years been content creating. Well over a year now of being full-time and running this like an official business, being self-employed, which has been incredible. I do want to make a video about that, talking about what that's been like over the last 4 years, what it's been like being self-employed, you know, some tips and tricks to become content creator or do anything like this, and I do want to do. I've got some ideas for some more motivational stuff. Also, the gym stuff we're gonna be doing soon, and dietary stuff. I get questions all the time about all of that stuff, and I definitely want to make sure that I'm able to, you know, put out content about those things, because that's what this particular channel is about. Now, I did have the suggestion that, of course, some of this stuff can be its own channel, and at some point it will be. Just right now, this is just the best way to sort of manage everything and handle it. But at some point, it will shift into individual channels and everything as we grow and get bigger and everything else. And sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. You can really do anything in this world. We live in a time where opportunities abound. Things are heavily accessible. Knowledge is everywhere. It's so easy to get, especially if you just have a phone. It's freaking incredible. Unfortunately, at the same time, you know, people have sort of lost that drive, I think, and that ambition to even see those things, and they're blind to it and following the old paths. And those things just don't work for everybody anymore, to be honest with you. And we stopped really dreaming, I think. We stopped really dreaming. And, you know, I was raised to be ambitious. I was raised to be a dreamer, and I was raised to fight like hell. To get where I want to be, and I made the mistake of letting fear overtake me for many years, for a long time, and I made the decision to not do that anymore. And here I am, right here, making content and having fun and enjoying my life, and trying to pay that forward to in the form of content. You know, kind of put that out there that it's possible. It is possible. It absolutely is. Anyway, this is not what this video is about, but I just kind of got on one of my little inspired motivational rant type deals. But anyway, guys, comment, like, subscribe, of course, as usual. Merch is coming, man. Merch is coming. I've seen the rough drafts. I have someone very special to me working on this right now, and she's been doing a banging job at it. And I'm really freaking excited. I want the merch to be freaking awesome before I release it, which is why it's taking a little bit of time. So forgive me for that. But there's still stuff on Teespring and stuff like that. But if you're interested in merch, the new stuff is coming. I promise you. And like I said, I've seen the rough drafts of the designs, and they're top notch, amazing, awesome. I can't wait to buy a bunch of stuff for myself. And really put that out there. It's so cool. It is so freaking cool, guys. It, like, legit freaking awesome. I'm so freaking excited about it. Anyway, again, I'm digressing because I'm just so excited about all these changes. This is awesome. This is awesome, guys. Much love to you all. It's a big thank you to you all for giving us, Joe and I, the opportunity to even be doing this today. And I cannot thank you guys enough for for just being there for us, man. Like I said in the intro, like many of you guys have been with us since day one. Like when we were shooting on one GoPro and we had terrible audio and we had no idea what we were doing, but we, in a lot of ways, we still don't. But you know, my goal is to make that all better and get better tech and better everything and make the experience that you guys enjoy on YouTube the best it could possibly be, and just continue to get better. You know, so thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. I feel blessed and honored for you guys' support, as well as many other things. And you know, hopefully we can all grow together. Again, that's why I want to do more of the motivational stuff and tell you what it's like being a YouTuber and all that good stuff, so you guys can see, you know, what I see in terms of seeing the world, because I find that I definitely see things in a very strange way, you know, different than a lot of people, but especially this day and age, especially this freaking year. You know, but keep your heads up, guys. You know, this year will be a bad memory that we'll all laugh about someday. And it will all pass, man. It will all pass. And we will get back to living our lives and moving forward, and hopefully for the better. So anyway, guys, much love to you. Comment, like, subscribe. Check out our merch we have now. Check out our upcoming stuff. Check us out on Patreon, and as well as like the whole member stuff. We've got some videos on there talking about it a little bit. A lot of things coming down the pipeline, so be ready. Be ready for all that, man, because I want to take this to the next level. Anyway, stay strong, stay blessed, stay savage, guys. Peace out.